Okay, so I was rudely interrupted by an emergency alert that stopped my previous video, so this will be in two parts instead of one. But I got the filling on, and now I'm going to add the second layer. Usually I take the second layer and I turn it upside down so that it's completely flat. And if it is leaning a little bit, I do try to put the thicker side, whatever the thicker side is on here, on top of the thinner side, if that makes sense. So we're gonna find that, and it is on my left. So we're gonna put the thicker side on the left side and the thinner on the right. And you just press down, just using a little bit of pressure. And to keep the cake stable, I do use these wooden dowels. These are really cake pop sticks, but I like them because they are shorter, and especially if you're doing a 2 or 3 layer cake, they're the perfect size. The 2-layer cake, I do trim them, but these are great to keep your cake steady from moving around as you are decorating. I'm gonna stick one in the middle. You can stick them wherever. You may stick them in a triangular pattern, or just wherever you think it needs to be stabilized. Stick that all the way down. Another one. Stick that all the way down. So what I'm doing now is going around and smoothing the cake. It doesn't matter if some of it comes out, because we're going to do a crumb coating, or some people might call it a dirty icing. I'm going to switch to my flat spatula. Well, first you can go ahead and use the rest of this. You just want to spread it. You will make a mess, but I do clean up as I go. It always gets ugly before it gets pretty. And a lot of this you will scrape off as you go. So now we'll use, forgot the top. Just spread that on there. Your flat spatula. And go ahead and smooth. So you want to take your time, use a little bit of pressure, and like I said, it will be ugly sometimes right before it gets pretty. So you just want to spread it. This is just the coating to keep from crumbs that may loosen from showing up on your icing, your final icing, your final coating. So this doesn't have to be totally perfect, because after this step, you will freeze the cake for 15 to 30 minutes. This is what really hardens the cake, or really firms up this crumb coating. Make sure you scrape often, smooth and scrape. It's just a very thin layer, as you can see. This is also when you can use like a bench scraper or one of these. Like I told you, you could get these from like Walmart, in like the home improvement area. It's just a little spatula. You can go through and just scrape off any of the extra. Smooth and scrape. Just to get it somewhat even. There we go. So now I'm going to clean up the cake round and put it in the freezer for probably 30 minutes.